Welcome, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I am here to do a Zodiac reading for my Cancer watchers and cross watchers. Please take it as it resonates. This is a general read for Cancer, February 2022. The readings are still quite specific, as my readings are, and so take what resonates, leave what does not, but it's you. Excuse me. Usually my readings are pretty specific, so you'll know if it's your reading. If it's not, please leave it in peace for someone else. Also, I don't monetize my channel. This is part of my mission to bring these messages to you, my viewers, anybody who's looking for support, guidance, deeper understanding of what's going on in their connections and in their energies or experiences that they are starting to muddle through on their journeys. So I did do a pre-shuffle, and what I saw in the pre-shuffle was grief, complacency, autumn, which was the number 8 card, pocket of protection, inspiration, the 7 of inspiration in this deck. The wands are inspiration, death, and the high priestess card. So it feels like this energy is feels like somebody has really been struggling with some low vibration energy of grief. Maybe there's been a loss, and they just are in this energy of complacency, and then all of a sudden there starts to be some inspiration to maybe there's a shift. So we're going to find out what's going on. These are the decks I'm going to use. This is the Illustrated Herbiary, the Rainbow Warrior Activation, Divine Feminine Oracle, the Muse Tarot, the Tarot of the Divine, the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle, the Chakra Oracle, and the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. So I'm going to get started for you, Cancer. Let's see what's going on in this energy. Cancer 2022, the month of February. Okay, that's a little bit more than I wanted. Now this card came out in another reading. I believe this is the Mastery card. That was Taurus, so may want to check that. This is the 1 card, 9, 17, and 10. I'm not going to read all those, but we're going to start with the 32 and just confirmed. Yeah, that is Mastery. Acceptance, completion, level up, expansion, accountability, confidence, and meticulous. And then we have the number 1, which is action. Kind of wands energy, transition, response, energy, joy, mindful, and awareness. And then we have 9, innocence, open, folly, beginning, growth, and playfulness. This is a child card, so maybe there's been an experience with a child. 17, Father, sky. Promotion, foundation, movement, support, presence, generosity, access, and activation. And lastly, the number 10 card, which is Crown Chakra. Inspiration, access point, elevation, opportunity, bliss, and link. Okay, so what I'm feeling from this energy right now is somebody has been in this energy of grief and complacency. They got stuck in this low vibration grief energy. And now they are either, something has come along, and I'm hearing maybe they found out that they're pregnant, and now this is inspiring them and pulling them out of this kind of this complacency, low vibration. What I'm hearing is somebody may have lost a parent and then found out that they were pregnant. They were in this grief process and then found out that they were pregnant, and now they're starting to kind of get more into engaged with life. Okay, I think that's plenty. Let's just take these. Instinct, impatience, and service. Let's pull some tarot on that. Service, impatience, and instinct. Okay, so generally there's usually some sort of, the cards will come out and show me who's who on which side. But remember when I said like a parent died? And here she's at her bedside and it's like she's dying. It's exactly what that card is. And somebody just feels like there was this grief and they got stuck and they just got impatient. Look at all these cards coming out. Wow. Cancer, this is an amazing, very talkative reading. Let's see what we're dealing with here. We've got a lot of cards in the reverse, so I'll take them. There's the Knight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the 3, instinct and expectation, the 3 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, Judgment in the challenged position. Let's go ahead and take one more. Okay, and the 9 of Cups. Okay. Definitely feels like somebody has lost some sort of older person who has been very important to them. And it feels like it happened very suddenly. And that it just kind of shifted everything. Maybe things got stalled in this waiting when this person may have been ill for a long time. And then it was suddenly, or it could be that they just suddenly got sick. And then they were just very quickly. But it feels like somebody got stuck in that energy, in that grief. Feels like that they just couldn't understand how all of this happened so suddenly. And I'll just say, kind of like when my mama passed away. Yeah. Definitely feels like, I don't know if you can see this card, but see that impatience card? It feels like somebody's been called home. And somebody's trying to reach them and try and figure out why. And this Judgment is in reverse. Somebody's been called back to source. Called back to heaven, whatever your belief system is. And somebody's trying to figure out why they left and why they're, why did this happen so suddenly? But then it feels like they get this good news. It feels like that somebody is possibly has found out that they're maybe pregnant. We'll see if there's some more cards that indicate that. Let's try this deck. But something is inspiring them again. Something is helping them look more toward the future now. So there's been some shift, and I'm not sure what caused the shift. Maybe they received a message from their loved one. I don't know. But now we're in a higher vibration energy. Somebody's looking now toward their future, toward their opportunities, and they see happiness in their future. So why? What's going on? What shifted? Because all of this energy started to become very positive and uplifting. But remember, in the pre-shuffle, I saw grief and complacency. Oh, look at that 9 of Wands card. Look, the death is just they're really anxious about this death. Page of Swords, 8 of Wands, and the Moon. Okay, so the Moon card, 8 of Wands, Page of Swords, and the 9 of Wands. Cancer, it really feels as though this was more of a sudden, there was an underlying, maybe an underlying illness that really took this person quickly. Swiftly. I mean, lots, just, it was absolutely sudden before death was upon this person. And it was just Nine of Cups again. Let me find out what this shift is. I need a clarification deck, they just said. This is the Crystal Visions Tarot. I use it for clarification. What created this shift? What shift from this complacency and grief to this death? Well, there's that card. Definitely a death. Sorry, I'm sorry. And Three of Swords, very painful. Something very painful happened. But what's the positive shift? Where did the energy shift toward the positive, please? What happened? What happened? The Fool. Some new energy came in. What was the energy? Where did it come from? Seven of Swords and Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups in the reverse. I don't even understand that. Seven of Swords is malicious intent. It's malicious and deceptive. And Seven of Cups is usually confusion. Maybe maybe at some point you got a message from this loved one from beyond, and now you have clarity of why it happened. And now you're feeling more light about it. Two of Swords in the reverse. Maybe the High Priestess, you were able to hear a message. Maybe you went to a psychic and you got a message. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not holding on to that old energy anymore. You're releasing. King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the World. Yeah. Okay, so that ended. It feels like you got, I thought at first maybe there was a new life coming in, that really something got you back engaged in life. And it felt like maybe there was a baby coming. But really it feels now like you've been able to connect psychically with this person who's passed on. And now you understand why this all happened the way it did. And now you've been able to let go and know and be at peace with it. And now you're looking towards your future. Wow, there's a lot of cards here. Memory, beauty, abundance, pride, beginnings, and gratitude. Usually I don't get that many cards out of that deck. But this is like, it's almost like you connected with them spiritually. You feel connected with them spiritually, and now you feel like they're with you in a more powerful way. It has shifted your perspective on death and what death actually is. It's almost like you went to a psychic medium. How's that for specific, Cancer? Well, that card just flew right at you. Cyclicality. It's the elderberry. I'm going to read that. Page 84. Elderberry traditionally lives at the center of the garden, telling stories of winters past and springs yet to come. Though often scraggly and questionably centerpiece, her three faces embody the goddess, maiden in the spring, abundant with white petals, mother in the summer, when wine-red berries adorn her branches, and crone in the autumn when her leaves are falling away. She looks quite dead in the winter, all bare branches and hollow bones. Elderberry's yearly evolution teaches you to dance with the closely twined cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Wherever you are in your life, she reminds you acceptance of life's cyclicality is the key to earning your spot in the garden. Okay, so that's exactly what it's saying. Somebody's been able to embrace and accept this cycle of life. Okay, have I taken any out of this? This is the, I just did. Okay, let's take, and so it's increased their perspective. And now there's a frivolity and a love of life, a depth of life's meaning that you haven't had before, Cancer. It's been a transformative death. Here's the Seven of Cups upright now. Now you see opportunity in the Hierophant. Yeah. Now you're really spiritually connected to life's opportunities because now you understand the life and death cycle better. And there is the Nine of Cups. Again, we've got the Nine of Cups 3 times in this reading. You are absolutely realizing the power of understanding the life and death process. Four of Cups. Four of Voices, Four of Swords. Much healing energy. You were in this melancholy state and now you've overcome it. You got 2 fours now. You're so emotionally stable. You really have connected. There is the Knight of Swords. Eight of Emotions, your spiritual path. And look at these 2 cards. Look at the big circle right in the center of each of them. It's like the portal. It's almost like you've gone through the deep portal of understanding between life and death and how really there's the Ten of Cups. We finally make it to the Ten of Cups. This deep understanding of what life and death is, that's just an illusion, has really created this really uplift in your energy. And it's almost like you're embracing life in a whole nother level. Here's 2 of Swords. Ace of Wands. And 10 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to take a Divine Feminine card from this Oracle deck and find out if there's anything else we need to know. Yeah, there's definitely, okay. Lady of the Lotus born. Embodiment of the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Oh, we got 3. Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be. In love. Feels like you're just totally in love with life. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Now it feels like you just are totally loving your life because you know that death is an illusion. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, Cancer. Namaste.